My phone buzzed while I sat hunched at my desk. Halfway through a soggy frozen dinner I couldn't even remember putting in the microwave. I glanced down, expecting junk mail or a client reminder. Instead, it was a push notification from my bank. $368, 742 charged to your card. Flights. Hotel. Spa group booking. My fork slipped. I blinked at the number once, twice, like maybe the screen would change if I looked hard enough. But it didn't. I hadn't booked a flight. I hadn't planned a hotel. And I most certainly hadn't signed up for a luxury spa weekend. 10 seconds later, my brother texted, Asterisk WTF? They're denying our tickets. What did you do? Asterisk. I didn't hesitate. I opened the app, tapped dispute all, and froze the card. Then I typed back, asterisk what you said. I'm paying my own way, asterisk. I'm the oldest of three, the responsible one, the one who always has it together, which in our family is just polite code for being the emergency contact, the on-call babysitter, and apparently the unofficial backup credit card. My parents are complicated, loud with love when it's convenient, fond of posting filtered family photos with captions like #FamilyFirst, but that love always came with invisible terms. Perform, contribute, don't embarrass. Growing up, I learned early how to read a room, how to lighten the mood, how to stay useful without ever asking for anything in return. When I landed a stable job and finally moved into a small townhouse 2 hours away, it wasn't treated like a milestone. It became an extension of them. A free guest room for my siblings to crash in, a storage dump for my dad's overflow garage tools, and a kitchen my mom would occasionally take over on holidays when she didn't want to clean her own. I didn't mind at first. I wanted to show up. I thought that's what grown kids did. But it never felt like generosity. It felt like obligation. Earlier this year, my mom casually announced they were planning a family trip to Hawaii. She made it sound like a reunion, something beautiful, something meaningful. Said everyone was excited, everyone was invited, and told me how my younger siblings had already pitched in for their part. When I asked how much mine would be, she said brightly, asterisk, oh, don't worry about it. We'll just book everything on your card, like last time. Easier that way. Asterisk. I was quiet for a moment. Then I said, I'm not going this time. She laughed. Asterisk. Don't be dramatic. It's just one trip. Asterisk. But I wasn't being dramatic. I'd been surviving off rice and frozen vegetables for weeks just to pay off my car. 2 of my freelance clients had ghosted on invoices. I was already dipping into savings just to make rent. The idea of dropping nearly $4,000 on vacation I didn't plan, and wouldn't enjoy, just so they could post curated beach photos of the world, made something in my chest tighten. So I repeated it. I'm not going, and I can't cover anything this time. There was a pause on the other end of the line. Then, flatly, asterisk, well, that's disappointing. But fine, suit yourself. Asterisk, I thought that was the end of it. Then came the charge. Then came the group booking under my name. Then came my brother's angry message, accusing me of ruining the trip. They'd gone ahead anyway. They used my saved credit card information, still on file from a previous family Airbnb, and just assumed I'd cave like always, that I'd grumble, maybe sigh, but eventually swallow the cost again. I didn't scream. I didn't throw my phone. I didn't even send a dramatic monologue. I just froze the card. Then I went back to my cold dinner and sat in silence, letting the quiet remind me of what I already knew. 2 hours later, my phone rang. My dad's number lit up the screen. No hello, no pause, just asterisk. Did you seriously cancel the payments? Everyone's stranded at the gate. What the hell is wrong with you? Asterisk. I told him the truth. I had said no. They went ahead anyway. He launched into a tirade about sacrifice, about how he had always provided for us, how I was being cold, selfish, ungrateful. I asked him how taking thousands from me, without asking, was anything but selfish. He hung up. The next morning, my phone chimed again. A notification from my home security system. Asterisk motion detected. Front door. Asterisk. They had come back from the airport, angry and exhausted, and used the garage keypad. which I had reset after Thanksgiving, to let themselves into my house. No call, no heads up, just walked in. I called the police. I didn't press charges. I wasn't trying to escalate. I just asked for officers to escort them out. My mom cried. My dad looked like he might punch a hole through my drywall. My little sister stood silent in the corner, eyes wide and stunned. As they walked out, my mom turned back and muttered, "Asterisk, you're not the child I raised." Asterisk. And I answered, "You raised someone who didn't know how to say no. That's not who I want to be anymore." That night, I changed the keypad code. I revoked access to the shared family streaming accounts. I called the bank again just to be safe and put additional flags on my accounts in case they tried another stunt. And then silence. No messages. No calls. Just a stillness that hurt more than I expected. A few weeks later, my sister posted a photo from Maui, just her and a friend. The caption read, asterisk, "Family isn't always blood." Asterisk, it hit harder than I'd like to admit. I'm not proud of how it all unfolded. I didn't want drama. I didn't want a war. I wanted peace, but I wanted it with boundaries. And boundaries feel like punishment to people who've grown used to you having none. To me, this wasn't revenge. It was rescue. They haven't apologized. Not once. Not really. Just a forwarded email from my mom last week. No greeting. No context. Just, asterisk, thought you'd want this. The rental company overcharged us for the spa. Can you call them? They won't talk to me since the card was yours. Asterisk, that was it. Not a single word of ownership. I didn't reply. I've thought about what I could say, if I ever chose to. Maybe something like this. Asterisk, I love you. I always will. But love without respect isn't love. It's control. And I'm not paying for that anymore. Asterisk.